Tucson's rock station. Rock 102.1, Oro Valley, Tucson. An Arizona Wildcats Corp radio station. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, March 23rd. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We got a great week of shows lined up for you. Tons of things to give away. But first and foremost, bear down.
Bear down.
Yes, U of A Wildcats basketball made the Sweet 16 for the very first time in years, which is good. Yeah. They've been, unlucky the last couple of years going into the tournament, but this Cardiac Cats, man, they are killer, and they are also like they've faced adversity all year, been able to overcome. They, they handled Utah. They did make it scary for a little bit, and then they walked away with the victory, which is great. Going into it, with Florida being knocked out of the tournament, they're looking good. They're looking very good. And, we got some, great basketball ahead of us. So that's good news. And there's going to be bad news here in a minute. But let me get to this. Coach Lloyd last night, right after the game, summed it up perfectly as to the adversity that his team faced and how he was able to overcome it. And he said this.
Congratulations. You said sometimes it goes perfectly. How do you win when it doesn't?
Well, we knew it wasn't going to be. We're a gritty group. And, we always say if we're not gritty, we're a word that rhymes with gritty. And today, these guys came out and they were spirited. They did a great job getting us off to a good start. And they did a great job holding up a really good Utah State team.
I mean, you have veterans and you have first-year guys. How have they meshed so well, Coach?
Well, we got hoopers. We got guys that believe in each other. We got a great character in this program. We got a great coaching staff. I'm just really proud of everybody.
And they do. They have a great coaching staff. They have great character. The kids, yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine, and they did this, cats camp, a bunch of kids, and they said the reports coming back from this, cats camp is that every single player on the team was so attentive to the kids, and they were great. They were just good kids teaching kids basketball, and that just goes to show the character that was able to bring into this program. And, watching their team, it's essential. It's great because they literally have key players in every position. They have great big men. They got power. They got speed. They got, agility. They have it all in all five positions. And then they have a deep bench on top of that. So watching this team is magical. And really the hopes of them going deep into this tournament and winning it all, is at an all-time high.
The formula's there.
Yeah, it's there. And Coach Lloyd built it, and everyone on the team is executing, and that's great. So that's the good news. Good news is they advance, and they are playing Arkansas next. When's the next game, you ask? Thursday night.
Oh, no.
Exactly. That's where the bad news comes in. I thought it wasn't going to be. That's what I thought too. Okay, so here's the deal. No. If you're not following, okay, so obviously we have beef games coming up, and Rico and and everyone behind the scenes have been working diligently behind the scenes to make sure that this goes off without a hitch. It's a big deal for us. We're very excited about it. We talked with Grant, the owner of Union, and we said, hey, what are the chances of U of A basketball landing on this game? Because that would really F things up. And he's like, oh, no, they're number one seed. There's no chance if they advance, they're going to be playing on Friday. I'm like, great. And then I'm watching the game last night with my girl, and as soon as they won, we look on the screen flashes, next game, Thursday. And honestly, my heart dropped. I'm like, no. And so all night long, right? The time was TBD, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not over yet. You know what? And depending on the time of the tip off, I think we're fine. Give me a 5 p.m. tip off, and then we got a great lead in going into beef games. This is a blessing in disguise. You know me, Rico. I'm Captain Optimistic.
Yeah, we'll do a little game watch before the thing.
Yes.
Everybody's stoked. We win again. Like everybody's on fire.
Yes.
Right. Let's drink. Let's party.
Yes.
Right.
Ask me what time tip off is.
What time's tip off?
6:45. 6:45, dude. 6:45. So, okay, I know. So Rico comes in and he's behind the scenes. He's working on all the graphics and everything. He's stressed. He knows he's under the gun. And I'm being like calm with him. I'm like, hey, don't worry. You might have more time than you think. And the reality is, as we go in, because this is the first time that, this program has been this deep
good.
into the tournament and so long and this good and the chances of taking it all. And it's a big deal. And it's not like if we were anywhere else, this wouldn't be problematic, but we're at the Union, and we were planning on using their huge LED screen.
Nobody's going to want to see that.
No. I mean, if you want to piss off Tucson and in such a way, you say, hey, guys, I'm going to interrupt this game to play a game. You guys want to win a gift certificate? They're like, go F yourself. There's just no way. There's just no way. So, as much as we're happy and stoked for our cardiac cats, U of A basketball, and we are, now we have to pivot and we have to figure out what's going to happen. So I'll throw it out there right now. The beef games may be postponed a week. And I think I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's the only probable scenario that would work out. And it would kind of mess things up a little bit, but still doable if it just gets postponed a week. Right. Now, things that would screw it up, if they try to bump it up a day, that would screw it up. If they try to move it over a day, that would screw some things up, because I have tickets for the Roadrunners hockey and all different stuff that there's games that would
moving pieces
conflict. Yeah. So it's a situation where I'm celebrating amongst everyone else and at the same time completely breaking down and being like, son of a bitch.
I just wish you were at like a bar, everybody's around you going, yes, we did it, hugging each other, look over to you, you're just like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
this is great.
No, I was promised never on Thursday. They promised me. Yeah, no, it's going to be fine now. So we'll figure it out. But if you were planning this Thursday and stuff, put a little asterisk next to it and know that, those plans may change. I will know more as the day proceeds, not the show, but the day afterwards. We have a meeting today. I mean, it was crunch time, and I think it's going to make this meeting go push back. I'm going to have to talk with the owner of the Union because at the end of the day, I don't want to ruin the basketball game or anyone for the Union. It's a hub. Right. It's that and General Benz are like two hubs of U of A basketball. Hell, Tommy Lloyd hosts his radio show at Union. So it's a great place to watch U of A games. I don't want to impede on that at all.
Yeah, This is good for everybody.
Yes.
This is everybody's on the same page.
Yes. So we have to deal with that. But yeah, that's why it was great to see him win, but at the same time, worst day of my life. But like I said, we do have a great show lined up for you today. We're going to give you a keyword so you can win $2,026 today. That's coming up around 6:30. I have tickets to give away for Buckethead. I'll be giving away those tickets all week long. And on top of that, another big ticket item, 8 o'clock this morning, your first opportunity to win tickets for Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte. Yes, those are big tickets we'll be giving away all week long, and we'll have tickets for your Tucson Roadrunners. So ride with us, Tucson. It will pay off for you. Your Morning Morons coming up after Music for Fuel, kicking things off with GNR. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. Rock 102.1. All right, we're back here live, and let me answer some of these questions here as first off, Todd said, but think of how well you'll be known being the guy that was on stage while the game was played behind him.
We're going to turn the entire show into a commentary show.
Yeah.
Sports commentary.
No, I know. Not by us, though. I mean, no. I would rather get Slobby Robbie and Justin Spears on and for live reactions, and that would be entertaining and kind of, I think it's still annoying the Union crowd. There is no win in that scenario. Mm-hmm. Patrick said, hell yeah. Hope it goes well for no, that's something else. He asked if it could be on the weekend, right? and that's not a no-go. A weekend is not going to be good for me for a couple reasons. One, I have Roadrunners games I got to work. 2, that's already booked up on the weekend, and 3, it would be just too soon. Like my partners that are involved to be on site, like Transit and Tucson Foodie and things like that, I'm sure that would be problematic as well. To Tucson Games and Gadgets. So I think the only feasible, idea for this to work out, and I'm crossing my fingers for, is that it gets postponed 1 week and it'll be the following Thursday as opposed to this Thursday. But again, I won't know until I speak with everybody, including the owner of Union. So the owner of Union was the one to assure me that game
bro, you said.
Yeah, dude.
Like, come on.
Yeah, so because I saw this coming from a mile away, unfortunately, and I was like, what are the odds here, because I mean, first off, the team, knock on wood, is not going to lose. They're the best team in college basketball right now, and it's a historic year to be a fan, whether you're a casual or a diehard. And this town lives and breathes U of A basketball. You know this, right? And so, that's unfortunately was the worst case scenario for us. But putting on a weekend is just not going to happen in any foreseeable future because Union is already busy on the weekend. So us going on a Thursday is closest to the weekend we can get to show of results and a draw and have a bunch of people show up specifically for, because this concept is a show that's going to be entertaining for all, for sure, but not one that necessarily would go over with a crowd of strangers. Right? They'd be like, people are skeptical to say the very least. They're assholes to say and most reality is like, who's this guy? What is this?
Mm-hmm.
And are going to be scoffing at it until you win them over, which we can win them over.
It almost sounds like a challenge from somebody that's malicious, like a jigsaw. Like, I'm going to put you up on the most important basketball day and you have to have a successul show.
Right.
Good luck.
No, I know.
Good luck.
And the reality is this whole weekend, I spent the entirety of this weekend kind of like in my head visualizing after we outlined everything. We're getting so close to the date. So we got, we have the rules all set in stone. We have the questions and the games all worked out. We have our vendors. We're so excited about this. We're so close to making this a reality. And I know that once we do put on a show, that it's going to be fun for everyone, whether they participate or not. And right. I was making it to a point where whether you play the games or not, you have opportunities to win these prizes, certain prizes, right? Every aspect, I'm coming up with new ways to add to it to make it even better. And so I'm excited about it. I know it's going to be something unlike anyone has really seen, and it's not like a bar trivia night. I think on the surface, a lot of people think, oh, okay, yeah, you're at a bar, you're doing trivia over games. But no, it's much more than that. It's more conceptualized than that, and it will be more entertaining than that. And for that, I wanted to be able to do it this Thursday and be off to the races to really show our sales department what it's all about and show our advertisers and potential clients what it's all about so they can get on board so we can continue to make it bigger and better because I really believe in it that much.
And just to increase the brand a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
Take it into the streets.
Yeah, absolutely. And things that we were going to do on that. So, I mean, and the thing is, Beef Games is still a thing. It's still on. But as to when it's going to happen, that we do not know yet. So I will have an update by tomorrow, maybe even by the end of the podcast if I get a text back. So I messaged Grant, the owner of the Union, at 6:39 in the morning.
Bro. Wake up.
We already, Rico already designed a potential postponed flyer just in case.
Of course.
In fact, I'll show it to you real quick. I think, in case we got to do it, then we have it. Did you text it to me or you emailed?
I think I emailed it.
Yeah. Cool. Perfect. All right. So, here, let me pull this up. Okay. So just in case, if it goes down that we have to postpone it, then you'll be seeing these images here.
I hope it's not like an AI face of beef crying.
No.
Okay, good.
Postponed due to badass circumstances, Bear Down, Arizona. So that's what would be the case if we have to do that, right? So, yeah. So, and I think what was it, David, who's like, Danhausen cursed us, Danhausen. He's going to curse people. It's like, did I come across Danhausen? Did he get me too? Oh, yeah. So
it's wild leading up to this beef in the corners going every time Arizona misses a shot, you go, yes.
Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing. That's where I'm torn
happy.
because I wanted them to win. I want them to win. My girlfriend is a fanatic too, so she's pacing around and we're up by 20, and if they miss a field goal, she freaks out. And I'm like, it's fine. We're up by 20.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing pretty good, but
damn it.
Yeah, that's the type of fan she is. So,
and Tucson needs that positive press. We need something good to happen. We're so used to tragedy and like the missing persons case.
Yeah.
Like we need a dub.
That's right. We do need a dub. We're back on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on the podcast broadcast asking the question, did U of A basketball screw beef games, as we're contemplating that. But coming up right after Smashing Pumpkins Disarm, we know that AI music is a thing. There was a man who tried to capitalize off this and make tons of money, and it backfired and bit him in the ass. We'll break that down after Disarm on Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, so that's Rico's top story here, and then we're gonna pull up Justin Timberlake's DUI tapes and react to that. So as we get ready for all of this, we've been banging it out this morning, having a good time. We did our morning Moron. In case you missed it, went like this. Check it out. KFMA. It sounds 6:15 in time for your morning Moron. Let's do this. This is a first. Today's morning Moron has something to do with woolly mammoth. So, yeah. See?
Interesting.
Yeah, getting odd here.
Okay.
So, there's been talk about scientists trying to revive the woolly mammoth. And, it'd be cool if they did, I guess, to see a hairy elephant these days.
The old Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And if they do, maybe they could test the ferocity on the guys I'm going to be talking about. 2 men in Missouri are now facing felony charges after they damaged a woolly mammoth fossil at a museum attraction in the Ozarks earlier this month. Now, the men, Brett and Todd, they're in their mid-40s, so they should have known better. But at the same time, I mean, honestly, it'd be great if Brett and Todd were like friends since like 6 years old. And just like, let's get into some trouble like we used to do back in the day.
It's like the good old times.
Yeah. Let's go have with a woolly mammoth fossil.
We haven't done that yet.
Yeah. So one of them told the other to grab the tusk of a woolly mammoth fossil and lifted it onto his shoulders so then he could reach it, right? Or he lifted him onto his shoulders.
Damn.
So, yeah, it was a 2-man operation to try to get this tusk. So they did. It worked. They attempted to hang from it. But unfortunately, since it is a fossil that's thousands of years old, it shattered and fell to the floor in pieces.
No, guys.
Yeah, that's when these 2 bros decided to run off. But the whole thing, of course, was caught on security cameras because, of course, there's multiple cameras on a woolly mammoth fossil.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. Yeah.
Now, when we hang out, we're mischievous. We get into trouble, but nothing like this.
Yeah, to be fair, if we did see a woolly mammoth fossil and we're drunk.
Yeah, be like, hey, how many pull-ups can you do off that woolly mammoth tusk?
How badass would that be? How alpha would that be? Like, you're right.
Let me set up the tripod, film this great content. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I could easily change the names, Brett and Todd to Beef and Rico. This tusk weighed about 200 pounds, was worth around $200,000, and now both men were arrested. They're each looking up to 4 years in prison if convicted, and what a terrible way to go to prison.
No
what are you in
kidding.
for? I was just tusking around. So just an example of, when guys get together and they hang out, at any given moment, we could turn into morning morons if something cool pops up in front of us. Woolly mammoth tusk is something definitely cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And for
Worth
them,
it.
Yeah, for them to bro down. And they probably weren't even shooting it for content. They're in their 40s. They were literally just be like, I bet I could hang from that woolly mammoth tusk.
Right.
I bet you can't. And that's the beginning. Those are Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Let me answer this phone call real quick. Randomly. Rock 102.1. What's your name?
Yo, Peanut Butter Cup.
All right, so it's Nick. What's going on, Nick?
Not much. Just want to give you a shout out. I haven't heard from you in a bit.
Well, I mean, I love you, brother. Not necessarily content, not necessarily the best time just to call and be like, hey, what's up? Just saying what's up. It's good to see you on the stream, and I hope all as well. But yeah, definitely when I'm on the air, we call for content reasons, right?
Oh, no, absolutely. I didn't realize you were on the air. My bad, buddy.
Yeah, it's all good. The podcast is on the air as well. But
Hurry, make up some drama.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, so peanut butter cup, and then that's pretty much it, right? There's nothing else.
I'm allergic to peanut butter cups now.
I'm not trying to call you out, Nick, but I'm trying to do segments and stuff. I'm trying to build an audience. Like I love you, but like call me at 10:01, brother.
Oh, I don't want to call you a 10:01, dude. No.
Hell no.
No, and then Todd is right. I don't know how to
wearing pants at 10:01.
Yeah, it's not that I don't know how to answer the phone off the air. It's that Nick perfectly timed his phone call for us to be on the air. In fact, actually, I got another phone call here. I'll answer that too. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Hey, Beef, this is Jay Will. I just wanted to just call and say what's up, too.
Oh, boy. It begins.
Yeah. All right. Well, say what's up to Nick, dude.
Hey, Nick.
What's up, brother?
You want to play a game?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How about yourself, buddy? You want to play a game?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
Right,
it's a good catch up. Look, I love all you guys. I appreciate you much. But yeah, don't call back unless I ask. You know what the mess up part is? Like if I ask, they're like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Or can you answer this question?
Yeah,
Crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets, dude.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
course.
course.
I do appreciate it. That was funny. Both back calls. Let's get into our top story here. As we talked about AI music becoming a thing that's almost inescapable. In fact, actually, 10 just said that, he's listening to AI music, but he said in a respectful way, he said, as an artist, at first he hated it. Now he uses it as a tool, and now he listens to AI music, respectful AI music. I don't know what respectful AI music is, but, there were people right off the bat that started utilizing and generating AI music as AI slop and then uploading it to streaming services and generating revenue almost immediately.
Right.
Lots of it. And there's a court case that's kind of historic that involves just this, right, Rico?
Right. So it's like the first, I guess, what is it? They said first federal case to deal with streaming crime. It's wild.
Okay,
so yeah, this North Carolina man admits using AI-generated music to steal $8 million in streaming royalties.
$8 million in streaming royalties.
Which is impressive. That's a lot.
Considering if you look at your favorite band, they're probably not making $8 million in streaming revenue.
Right. So that's kind of the point he gets to. It's like, do you understand what this man just pulled off? A guy from North Carolina used AI to generate hundreds of thousands of songs, uploaded them to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, then botted billions of streams on his own tracks and walked away with $8 million. 660,000 fake streams per day spread across thousands of AI songs, so nobody noticed. 1.2 million a year for music no human actually listened to. So it's bot views he paid for.
Oh, so yeah, he broke the system. Yeah.
It says real artists are out here grinding for 0.003 cents per stream, promoting on TikTok, begging for playlist placements. And this guy just had AI make the music and the audience. So first ever criminal streaming fraud case. He's paying back $8 million, but the playbook is out there now, and AI just got better since he started.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, we got to call this guy our stupid genius of the week. Oof. Because in a way, yes, I mean, it was stupid, it was criminal, but it's genius, and it also exposes a massive flaw in not only just the business setup as a whole and how they are paying artists. Mm-hmm. And every major label artist should be having bot farms stream the hell out of the music. Again, it's unfortunate too because you can't even properly chart songs anymore as what's a hit song. The way they used to chart songs, like Billboard charts, based off radio spins and things like that.
You would even have the good old days where Mariah Carey, not to say her, but any artist that was famous, buying, those cassettes from Target or something like that to boost the numbers.
Yeah.
Just en masse. So it says, the music industry spent 10 years fighting piracy. Now they have to fight songs that don't exist being listened to by people who don't exist.
Right.
That's a mind F.
Yeah.
It's what do you do?
Wow. And $8 million in a quick amount of time. So now he has to give all that money back. Is he going to prison?
I don't know, but I can't wait to see the movie.
Yeah.
It's very akin to Blow or something with Johnny Depp.
Digital
the back
Blow.
room.
Right.
Crazy.
Hell yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm cracking 10 up with, let's see. Don't call me unless I ask. I am asking you to call right now, though. If you want to go see Buckethead live at the Rialto Theater, Buckethead's performing April 14th at the Rialto Theater. That's a show in our very own backyard. And if you're a fan of the guitar virtuoso Virtuoso?
Virtuoso? Yeah.
Then be call number 10 right now, 600-KFMA, 600-5362. If you call now and you're call number 10, you'll win those tickets. We'll at the reset when we come back, we'll react to Justin Timberlake's latest mixtape. It's his DUI arrest mixtape. Fascinating stuff. We'll talk about that next. And Beefy Presents. Don't go away. All right, call right now. And much love to Nick if you're still watching the stream, but that's where we could chat here. You know what I mean? Any kind of small talk and how you doing? I'm doing okay. The show open pretty much plays my mentality where I'm at, you know? Okay, good. People are calling for this Buckethead tickets because I tried to give them away earlier. Nobody gave a flying fuck.
He's amazing.
You like him?
I mean, yeah, you listen to his virtuoso skills. It's pretty impressive.
Okay, well then.
Buckethead.
I'll give you tickets. All right, so I'm going to answer this phone call here, give him out to call number 10. Earlier this morning, we talked to Justin Spears about the NCAA tournament, and it went like this. Check it out. Greatly of how big of a deal this is and how screwed we are. 4 beef games this Thursday with U of A Wildcats moving on into the Sweet 16. So here to explain the significance of that is ESPN Radio's own Justin Spears. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, guys.
All right, so U of A Wildcats making it to the Sweet 16. Historically speaking, how big of a deal is it that we are proceeding this far? And then how good does it look moving forward?
It's always a big deal whenever you're able to win 2 games in the NCAA tournament. I don't care who it is.
Right.
Now, this has been the ceiling for Tommy Lloyd thus far, right? Because he has taken Arizona to now 3 straight Sweet 16s. He took him to the Sweet 16 in his first year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 4 out of 5 years, that ain't bad of going to the Sweet 16. Now, of course, Arizona fans, their expectations are, okay, we haven't gone to the Final Four in 25 years. So can you get over the hump and get to that Final Four? But, you know, regardless, this is a very significant deal. And I think, you know, in how Arizona was able to win, you know, their first game against Long Island, they were just they were more physical. They were the bigger team. They just came in. They did what they were supposed to do.
They dominated. Yeah.
Utah State, they came in last night and, I mean, they kind of took it to Arizona in the start of the second half. They brought out a press defense, and I'll be honest with you, they kind of punked Arizona for a few minutes of that game. But then Arizona did that thing where, you know, you're starting to lose in a video game and you sit up in your chair and you adjust yourself.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the Wildcats did, and they were able to prevail.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because again, they have strength inside, they have height, so the rebounding is outstanding, right? Yeah. And then, you know, they have playmakers that are able to get the balls in. And honestly, the fouls were a big deal. Like Utah fouled the hell out of U of A, so a lot of the points that were put up on the board were that of free throws, and they were making not all their free throws, 1 out of 2, but it added up with that many. A lot of brackets got busted yesterday. It was some major upsets. Out of these upsets, who do you think is the biggest upset that made it best for, you know, Arizona to make it to the Elite Eight, Final Four, maybe the whole thing?
Well, I mean, my favorite upset was probably High Point.
Okay, yeah.
High Point going out and winning and beating a Big Ten team. You know, I mean, High Point, I don't know if you know about them, but they're known for their etiquette and fine dining classes. And now here they are winning a game in the NCAA tournament. Now, High Point did end up losing. So Arizona, they don't get the luckiest draw, but now they got to play against a really tough Arkansas team.
Right.
And they're coached by John Calipari, who you guys know spent a lot of years playing or coaching at Memphis and Kentucky. Coached a lot of guys to the NBA, including Phoenix Suns' very own Devin Booker. And now he's got another very impressive guard on his roster. He goes by the name of Darius Acuff. And Darius Acuff, I watched him the other night dropping, 35 points in that second round game. And he's a point guard, an elite scorer. He's going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. So Jaden Bradley, the Arizona starting point guard, he's got his hands full with Darius Acuff. But you know what? So does Darius.
All right, we'll interrupt the sports conversation here. Now, I see a couple comments here. Now, I did talk about this Thursday, and you may have missed it, but Rico's been all about it as well. Let's talk about Afro Man. It's been hilarious. And in fact, actually, I do have it's like a 20-minute video that I posted on our YouTube page breaking it down, the Afro Man situation. It's getting decent views, and you know, it's great reaction to it. In fact, I even put together a little trailer.
Could you imagine we get him on the stream thumbnail one day?
Oh, I know. In fact, actually, I should
doing a press
email him on that. But if you don't know, here's the backstory. So basically, about a year and a half ago, Afro Man's house was raided. And then he had, of course, a bunch of security cameras. And while the sheriff's department was raiding his house, They didn't find anything, but they allegedly stole up to $400 and eyeballed his mom's lemon pound cake. Then Afro Man went scorched earth on this because he felt like a victim of a police harassment, and he absolutely was. So he released a series of diss tracks that were hilarious and just pure Afro Man style, right? In fact, actually, I mean, there's one, I mean, I can play you the song, but I can't play the video because I started to show the video with Officer Lisa, and it simulates oral sex.
Oh, God.
In a way that I was just like, ooh, yeah. But I played a bunch of clips, but there are clips that I did not play that I do want to share with you here, like Lemon Pound Cake here.
The one you're talking about, those Lick 'em Low, Lisa?
Lick 'em Low, Lisa, yeah. Lick 'em Low, Lisa. Yes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right, here's a little bit of a clip I didn't share with you yet from the Afro Man trial. Let's check this out.
Sorry. Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times. You received hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
Yeah, you hear that? Now they sent him 600 lemon pound cakes. So the people started sending him pound cakes at work.
Amazing.
Yes. And by the looks of them, he didn't turn away all of the lemon pound cakes.
All right.
Right.
Okay. And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
I'm going to play what's marked Defense Exhibit D. I'd like you to watch this.
Okay.
I'll be there for a minute.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice.
And look at that.
Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his line. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Crunchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He's a Adams County Sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell.
It's great. You're right. It's great that they had to go to court for this, defamation, and all of the things that they're kind of like suing him against. They're like, okay, let's sit here and make you watch it while we watch you watch it.
Yep.
Here's the diss song I made about you. Here's the video that I made about banging your wife. Watch it. And what do you say?
I would have paid extra to watch his face as he's watching it.
Oh,
you know what
I know.
That should have been a live stream.
They should have cut away.
Good
and
Lord.
honestly, I'm sure you can find an angle of him watching that. But let's hear his reaction to watching the entire Lemon Pound Cake song. It's a 4-minute song. All right. And this is the reaction follow-up question to that.
There. So you've seen Exhibit D, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You would admit that's you with the glasses walking by a lemon pound cake on the counter?
Yes.
And that is security footage from the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
I assume, yes.
But there's no question that's you during the search.
Yes.
There is question? Or there's
No, that was me, yes. Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah. So,
This is wild.
yeah.
I love it.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so and all of it, he's kind of like the Weird Al of diss rappers. So he'll take like Under the Boardwalk or limericks or kind of those popular songs, and he'll have his parody versions of it and make that and he did that numerous times. I think he released upwards of 3 different tracks. Specifically targeted towards the sheriff's or the Adams County Sheriff's Department. And
So perfect.
They took him to trial. They went through the trial and he beat every single case of defamation. And they said, no, he was absolutely in his rights, his freedom of speech. He's good to go. And so he won. Afro Man won his court case against the Adams County Sheriff's Department, which is fantastic. I would still, if I was Afro Man, move. That seems like a pretty good idea. This group of sheriffs do kind of look like they would kind of do county law their own certain way, you know?
Right. Yeah,
so
it's kind of scary.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, it's time to move.
But imagine how many times you've been summoned to court, jury duty, you know what I mean? And just imagine you get the Afro Man case.
Oh, it'd be great.
I would be the most excited person.
Oh, totally.
You're like,
Yes, dude. Well, because you're talking about a variety show. Not only do you have like the court drama, but then you also have music videos and wildly entertaining.
Trying to keep it straight, but you're not going to keep a straight face.
Yeah, and did he bang his wife?
Right.
I don't know. There's a possibility. And that was the funniest thing about the clip.
The story about Lickum Lisa crying during the case. Like you said, you were watching that clip too, right? Where she's just having to watch the whole thing, crying.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Like, God.
All right, I don't play this. This is just a little clip of it.
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch. That's why I fucked his wife and got filthy rich.
Just see the simulation. It's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's the Afro Man case. And again, if you want to hear more about that, and as we dove deep, we did do a segment on it, and it's on our YouTube page. About 23 minutes, kind of going through all the details, all the different clips, so you can check that out when you get a chance.
Yes.
And man, it's good to see you back on the stream. And yeah, you've been missing some shows, brother. We've been doing good though. I mean, people are riding with us. Our live stream numbers are kind of maintaining, but our post show numbers are great too. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're just reacting again to the Afro Man case and recapping that because Rico wasn't in on Thursday when we initially went down the rabbit hole. But the news is everywhere. The Daily Show did pieces on it. It's international news. In fact, I've been getting people commenting from all over the world on our long form clip about that. And it's been great. In fact, actually, some of the clips, comments that I've received on that Afro Man, I'll share with you here because it's pretty funny.
With all the bad news happening, this gave me such a relief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this is great.
Because it shows that you can win. And Afro Man was a victim by all means of false allegations. And then kind of like not an illegal raid because they got the warrant for it, but an immoral one, maybe. It just wasn't.
Yeah, who's the judge that signed off on that?
Yeah, but of course, he's a black man in Adams County, Ohio, with notoriety and some money, and they had false allegations thrown against him, and they raided his house and they broke his door and they took $400 from him, and they eye banged his lemon pound cake to the point where he had to make a song about it. One person commented from across the pond, I must say he's a legend. And so that was someone from Britain. And, that's what's great about our YouTube page, youtube.com/beefvegan, is you're getting eyes from all over the world checking us out. Representing Tucson strong. So all right, let's get to the other viral video of the week. It's Justin Timberlake's DUI footage. Now, Justin Timberlake was arrested for a DUI in 2024. In it, of course, his official statement was, I just had a couple drinks and I hit my weed pen. And so we're like, okay, that's a thing, It was I think it was kind of close to, is in New York, where the Hamptons, around the Hamptons area. So celebrities usually get away with this kind of stuff. But unfortunately for Justin Timberlake, as he gets older, his star power kind of dwindles amongst younger generations. As much as we hear the name Justin Timberlake and be like, hey, that's a megastar, right? Everyone knows who Justin Timberlake is. Ask a 20-year-old if they know who Justin Timberlake is, right? Because he was really relevant before they started even listening to popular music.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's like, that's another example of how we all get old.
I know.
Yes.
It's like, is he a TikTok guy? You're like, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And since he hasn't had any viral TikTok, videos as of late, these younger police aren't cutting him any breaks. And that's the reason why we even have this tape, is because it was a police officer under the age of 25 who had zero idea who Justin Timberlake was.
I didn't realize that. That's true, huh?
Yes. Damn. And because he tried to be like, well, you know who I am? He's like, no.
No, I don't.
I don't.
My dad might.
Yeah, dude. Did you do a song with Drake? No?
Right.
All right. So let's check this out.
Keep veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
It's just a rental.
It's a rental? Okay. Do you have any registration with it? Do you know if they can put it in the glove box?
Let me check.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
Nice.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain.
Little pie, man.
I mean, honestly, if you would have spit it out a little better, then maybe, again, the trouble that followed him there. But in a way, it was a humble brag. But then he just want to say, just straight up say it.
I know. I'm Justin Timberlake, world superstar.
Yeah, I'm a world famous musician who's on a world tour, right? But, in that scenario,
The cop was like, "Cry me a river," unironically.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Those words came back to haunt me. Damn it, Brittany. All right, hold on. Let's see what happens.
World tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
You have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
And then you can put your right foot.
The cop doesn't know. So he's like, thanks for giving me your name. And if you didn't know who Justin Timberlake is, and you pull someone over and say, yeah, I'm on a world tour. Right. I'd be like, you're on crack. That sounds like a crack answer. You must be high as hell. Right?
I got off a private jet. It was great. I ate caviar. You're like, okay, drunkie.
Yeah.
Okay, druggy.
Yeah. I'm on a world tour. My name's Bob Smith.
Right.
I'm Bob Smith. Oh, you're Bob Smith? That's cool. I didn't ask you your name yet. But, makes sense that you would just give me that information because you sound like you're on crack.
Yeah.
You're on a world tour.
Fair.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how he does with, the dreaded DUI checkpoint tests, right? Foot in front of the other.
In front of your left, stay just like that.
Now, he's a professional dancer. You would think he would, have the footwork down, right?
Okay. You're going to heel to toe like this. Heel to toe.
Sounds like he's doing choreography too. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000.
All right. That's all good.
Dude, see, if he didn't hesitate for saying 5, 1,000, he would have had it.
All right.
By the way, these are like really hard tests.
So the way this device works, you just put your lips over it and you blow into it like you're blowing a balloon. No?
Nah.
Okay. All right. At this point, based upon the observations, you're under the arrest for suspicion of driving while intoxicated.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No. Not anymore.
Please help me.
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
this
Can
is-
I?
this-
That's I think it's his publicist or his friend who's saying that right now. That doesn't sound like him.
I know. No, it's not him.
But he does have a range in octaves and stuff. But the one smart thing that he did here, and I think Miss DUI would say this, is that you refuse the breathalyzer test at there, right? Then it's like, you're going to have to take my blood. At this point,
Gotta get a warrant, get the blood test done. Yeah.
When they offered him the breathalyzer, his hands were already behind his back, assumingly he was handcuffed. He knew he was getting arrested. And they're like, okay, now you have to blow in this. No, thanks, but no thanks. You already did everything else. You already arrested me. You can go F off with that breathalyzer thing, right? All right, let's hear what's going on here.
The registration of the vehicle, just make sure it stays with the vehicle, okay?
I have his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys please just do me a favor? Because you loved bye. Or
I'm
like
happy.
sexy back.
So I'm
like,
happy.
do me one favor. Let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah.
This is insane.
So it's not going to be a long thing. I'll let you walk up real quick.
Please.
So the reason for
That's his publicist.
Yeah, she's not having it.
Because you love sexy back and bye. The least you can do is let this guy off, right?
Come on. What goes around comes around, officer.
Yeah. It's interesting. In a way, it's good that he didn't get any special treatment. And honestly, a DUI, first off, is wildly irresponsible. You shouldn't drive under the influence, right? But secondly, it's not like the end of the world in that scenario where
the end of the world tour.
Well, yeah. No, he continued his world tour. He did.
Wow.
He had to postpone a couple dates, but then he was back on the road. And then, of course, the questions arise of like how serious of a alcohol problem does Justin Timberlake have? To the point where, like he has the resources to get an Uber or have a driver and definitely have a DD. I mean, you're Justin Timberlake. You have enough friends. Can you pick one that's sober? You have a publicist right there.
Right.
You hired them. You
That's
work
the
for
thing.
them.
You're like, what is the reason you would even do that? It's
Exactly.
just a power trip. I don't know.
Even if it's, but the thing is, I could also see the argument that, hey, it's a small town. There's really no one around and everything else. And I'm only going so far of distance.
Yeah.
You could see the
I don't need
reasoning.
anybody to drive my car.
Right. Behind it, my rental, whatever the case may be. He didn't go full diva either, which I do appreciate as well.
Yeah.
Now, he was joking while he was in jail about the DUI arrest, or joking while you're there. And this usually happens when somebody the jig is up. You're in the system. You're screwed. Now you try to make light of it, tell some jokes. And that's what Justin Timberlake did here that I'll share with you real quick on this. Posted by
vibe
TMZ.
checking.
Yeah, pretty much. Get there. That's so boring.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man.
He was overlooking the report, and then he reacted like, "What? You think I'm white?" Yeah, I'm just playing. You obviously haven't seen me dance. Watch out!
So you're being held for the night, and then in the morning is the arraignment. So in the morning, usually around 9:30.
Being held all night?
It might not be this one. You might be over at the other one, and they actually have blankets for you.
You guys are wild, man.
You're right. It's
I'm not a normal person.
Yeah, dude, it's not the Four Seasons, bro. Yeah, this is what jail's like. And honestly, that's a really clean cell. You should be very fortunate about that. I was in a holding cell at Maricopa County's a county jail, right, where there's 40 of us, and I had a schizophrenic guy defecate himself, right, rub it all over himself, then rub it all over the wall. So 39 of us were all slapping it on the other side of the jail cell while holding our mouth and nose. And it was the least gay thing you could do in that scenario.
Yeah.
And we sat in there for an hour before they opened up the jail cell to let us out. So that clean ass cell, enjoy that.
Good.
Yeah,
you
dude.
got lucky, bro.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, you can make a phone call if you would like. The attorney and things like that, you're allowed to call right now if you wish, or you can call later. My partner here observed you some kind of traffic violation, started a traffic stop, believed you have impairment, did a series of routine tests on you, right? Field sobriety tests, okay? You performed poorly on those, okay? Based off of his observations, you are intoxicated.
Okay.
So you were under arrest for DWI, okay?
Okay.
He looks devastated.
Guys, I don't mean no harm.
I understand. We believe you to be under the influence of alcohol and operating in motor vehicle, right?
Okay, but I don't mean no harm.
I didn't say you did, right? Everyone makes a mistake or two in their life, right?
What was the
Mistake or two? I mean, I was with Britney Spears. Chalk it up, bruh.
what was the traffic violation I missed?
I observed you.
Just so I know for future reference.
I observed you failing to fully stop at the stop sign, and then while you were driving, you failed to keep right on numerous occasions. So you're very
Start over.
Yeah, so it's a technicality type deal, right? And so that's the thing, like cops really can find a way for every good driver, sober driver to really pull you over with these minor infractions that you don't know. I remember I got pulled over because I made an improper right-hand turn.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's making a right-hand turn and merging into the next lane without, putting on a blinker. And it's something that you see literally every single day people do. But if you don't know that is law, they could pull you over for that, right? And so we'll continue.
Well, yeah, they need probable cause.
Right.
There needs to be something, a wrong blink, a wrong turn, anything, and they'll follow you until it happens.
Yeah, but you could think that you're driving completely the right, just as legal as can be, and be like, nah, got you on technicality. They can find a technicality in almost any scenario. Which is what we're saying here. But we're going to continue to react to a little bit more of this on the podcast broadcast stream. We'll be back with more after music from the Toadies and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, how much is left on this? But see how young the officer is, too?
The thing is, listening to his tone, too, when he's asking him those questions, part of my mind's going, is he trolling him, trying to, like I said, the humble pie thing?
Yeah.
Just like, we think because he's Justin Timberlake, he'll get away with me.
Right.
So he's like, who?
Oh,
I don't know. Because, would you do that, too, if somebody was trying to pull that card on you? Like, remember the McMahon one? The guy pulled over McMahon for that driving.
Vince McMahon got away.
He got away. He's just like, sir, we'll take care of this.
He got a warning. He didn't get arrested. He literally drove away from the police. We shared the video with you. It was over 100 miles an hour, and he hit another car. And he still got a warning, and he was able to leave on his own recognizance and a misdemeanor. So, in any other reality, that would have been a felony. Now, I'm sure that Justin Timberlake's been in scenarios like this before, that the cops said, we'll look the other way if you can take a selfie with me or something, right? And that celebrity definitely gets you out of these scenarios. It just so happened he came across the one cop who was super serious about being a cop and not serious about pop music whatsoever. Right. That
his ex banged some guy that looked like him or loved JT so much.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah. Let's watch a little bit more just to see exactly how the rest of this wrapped up as he was learning what he did wrong so he can learn from it.
Sorry.
So
one more time.
You failed to stop at the stop sign, and then while you're operating the motor vehicle, you failed to keep right on your side of the roadway, and you continuously moved off and veered to the left of the roadway.
So swerved within the lanes, right? So swerving that's another thing. You think that if you stay within the lanes, you're fine. But no, if you're swerving within those lanes, even if you don't cross the lanes, they can pull you over for that.
Right.
Okay, well, I was just following my friends.
Okay. Yeah, I understand, but we are where we are right now, okay?
You boys treat me like I'm a criminal.
You are. And that's going to be a great song. Hey.
Treat me like I'm a criminal.
Yeah. Smooth criminal. I mean, you covered Michael Jackson. You could remix Eminem. Yeah, there's so many options here, Justin Timberlake.
You got me swerving in lanes.
You can release a gangster album now, Justin Timberlake. You're a criminal. You got a rap sheet, dude. This is good for musicians and the music industry.
That same publicist looking at this as a positive. She's like, think about it.
That's the difference between white pop stars and black rappers. You know what I mean? Like, you could shoot somebody and be like, my record sales going through the roof. White pop stars crying. You treat me like a criminal. Bitch, you're going to sell another 500,000 units because of this.
Yeah.
You know?
Street cred, baby.
You're dangerous. Women love you more. This guy, he's,
He drinks 4 Trulies and gets behind a truck. Like, whoo, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's gangster, man. Women love bad boys, you know? This guy doesn't adhere to street laws. He's a bad boy.
He's bad.
Justin Timberlake.
Bringing bad back.
Yes, he is. So that's a reaction to the DUI from Justin Timberlake. It was wild. And again, that happened 2 years ago. I don't know why they just recently released it, but.
He should do the Afro Man route. Make a song about those cops.
Yeah.
Like diss tracks.
Yeah, but I don't know if this diss track would hold weight only because in all these clips legit, that we're seeing, like they were following protocol.
Right.
And he was 100% in the wrong
with
all that. So.
Come on, man.
Let's hit the reset. We got more that we're covering. It's good to see Merritt on the stream. Shout out Merritt. But earlier this morning, I know that we did a beef of the week. Our beef of the week was Chappelle Roan versus an 11-year-old. And I believe that's this, or if not, this is the aliens. Aliens.gov. So check this out. Let's see. Twins. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, so Carlos Boozer, you remember that name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was an NBA player for many years, a great NBA player. Was formerly of Duke. In fact, Carlos's legacy includes that he played for the Cavaliers, the Utah Jazz, the Chicago Bulls, and the Lakers, and was a member of the 2008 Redeem team, winning gold along with Kobe Bryant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Carlos was an icon. And now he has 2 young sons that are twins, Cameron and Cayden Boozer, and they're making headlines for being dominant forces as well, because they're genetically blessed. But they're genetically blessed more than you would think because of IVF. And the story behind the conception of the Boozer twins is both inspiring and also just goes to show the science behind creating elite athletes. Now, they weren't, they weren't created for the purpose of being NBA stars. No, they were conceived with the sole purpose of saving their older brother's life.
Whoa.
Yes. Then this story has captured the hearts and attention of America as they revealed this. So basically what happened was back when Carlos Boozer was, I think, playing with the Utah Jazz, he and his wife had a young son. That son was born with a rare condition. And that condition was, I think, sickle cell and a variation of that. And it was a fatal condition. It was dire for the Boozer family. And so Carlos Boozer's wife went down the rabbit hole and discovered there is a cure for this. But to cure this ailment, you needed a blood transfusion and stem cells from a DNA match of that of a sibling, right? That was basically the only way to cure their son's ailment. Now, they weren't planning on having other kids, but with that, they decided to go through the IVF route. And with IVF, instead of rolling the dice and hoping that their next kid would have the genetic code to be able to save their older son's life, they were able to select stem cells that were, basically a perfect match, but without the sickle cell gene that their older son was carrying.
Whoa.
Yes. And so then the twins were selected through IVS process saying, hey, these are the genetically strongest genes right here. So they chose those. The twins were born, and then using stem cells from the twins' umbilical cords, they were able to cure their older brother's sickle cell disease.
Crazy.
Yes. That is science and money at work right there. And so with that, they came into this world with a purpose.
Yeah.
Now, if you're the older brother, are you doing everything they ask you to do forever?
But right, you're signing a contract at that point.
Yeah, I mean, these twins now, they're talented athletes, and it should be no surprise to anybody paying attention that they have all the genetic gifts that their father had, because they were pre-selected. They were basically drafted to be brought into this world.
Into the gene pool. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It's insane.
Also, it's like that gives you a complex right off the bat. You get older, like, Dad, did you really want to have us? Was it just for him? Like, yeah, but I still love you.
Yeah, well, I love you even more so because you both are at Duke right now, and you're dominating in this tournament. So, yes, the Boozer twins have definitely, captured a lot of attention through this tournament here, but they were heroes before they even realized it, and that story is insane. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, so something inspiring. When we return after Audio Slave, I'll tell you something terrifying: the rise of Rock 102.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As we, whenever we talk about Justin Timberlake on the air, a hot chick appears. Good morning, hot chick. Hey, Mark. Here to give her thoughts on JT's DUI tapes is Mari. Good morning, Mari.
Good morning.
Yeah. So you were listening to all that. Are you Team Timberlake all the way on this, though?
Yeah, he made a mistake, but he was very polite and pleasant, and he wasn't a jerk, right?
I mean, that's what a hot chick would say. Now, let me ask my alpha bro. What do you feel about the Justin Timberlake scenarios?
This alpha bro likes JT, so careful.
He
he handled it good, especially for celebrity. You can tell it hurt him a bit, and I hear the cop go like, "Who?" I'm JT. Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, wouldn't that have been great in that scenario that he just broke down all the different nicknames that him and his crew calls himself, right? And he's like, Justin Timberlake,
Reverse
JT.
Oreo.
Yeah, Timba Cake, because look at this ass. Any of that stuff would have been great.
Britney's ex, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, like I bang a lot of celebrities. Who's your favorite actress?
I used to have hair that looked like ramen. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, I know. Good morning, Mari. That was a couple of the things that we reacted to. Now, Mari is in and surprised Rico because Mari has fantastic handwriting. So it was imperative for us to come and continue to get ready for beef games. Now, she's not going to be in tomorrow. Yaz will be in her place. So we were going to fill out some more cue cards for beef games. But, Mari, do you know that we might not even have beef games this week?
No, I had so many dreams about it last night.
Yeah, what were you dreaming about?
Man, you specifically.
Did I have clothes on?
No.
What? I didn't have clothes on?
No, you had clothes on. I'm really trying. When you have such a vivid dream and you remember it so vividly in the beginning and then you lose it throughout the day?
Yeah, so what was the dream? What was the takeaway from the dreams? Was it positive, vivid dreams? Like things were going well or disastrous?
Oh, I remember. You were super drunk, like too drunk. And I was like, Beef, you need some water.
Oh,
like,
no.
you need to sober up because you're supposed to run this.
Oh,
That's
no.
what happened. I just remembered. I looked at you in the eyes and you had like the drunk eyes, and you're like.
I am planning on drinking tequila at Beef games. I hope it's on a psychic dream. Oh,
well,
no.
Now you know, though. I'm like preparing you to maybe take, go easy and not like shoot shots.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what it was. I remember it so well now.
I'm going to JT myself.
Right yeah.
Don't you know who I am? This is that straight up karma, dude. I do a 10-minute segment roasting JT on DUI and then host Beef games and get blackout. Yeah.
Presented
I
by
just
Miss
hosted
DUI.
Beef games, man. What the hell?
It is presented by Mr.
Exactly.
UI.
Yeah,
But
good in on
I'll be
that.
sure to go Uber on the way home, so it'll be fantastic. But yeah, we're still going to do that. We still don't know what the word is as far as if Beef games are still going on as scheduled, which doesn't seem likely, only because we do not want to take away that screen at St. Philip's Plaza for the U of A basketball game. And tip-off is at 6:45 this Thursday.
Whoa.
I know. I know. That's
a
enough my
conflict.
life. That's
Yes.
enough my life.
Big time.
But we'll be talking with the owners and managers at Union and figure something out ASAP. And as soon as we know definitively, you will know as well. Just make sure you follow us on our social media pages at KFMA or at Beef Vegan. We're going to hit the reset, be back with more, including your beef tip after music from Megadeth on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yes.
Wow. And that game's for sure happening, right?
Oh, it's for sure happening.
It's happening,
We're just
all right.
doing so well. We won.
Yeah, we won, and it's great. You
Go
know,
Cats.
we want to win, and we want to win it all, and it's fantastic. But
It's not the last game on Thursday, though, right? Or
no. It should be no. I mean, we want to continue. It's going to be the Sweet 16, and we want to win this game and move on to the Elite 8, then the Final 4, and then the whole thing.
And Mr. Spears confirmed with us after this game will be clear as far as schedule goes.
Well, as far as the Final
So,
4 is
as far as the Final
concerned, as
Four.
far as the Elite 8, that would be fucked.
Oh,
I don't know.
God,
I have
could
to
you
double
imagine?
check that.
Yeah.
Before we get into all that, though, I did do our beef of the week this week. It was Chappelle Roan versus an 11-year-old.
Yes.
It was a great beef of the week. In case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. It's been making headlines all over the place. Maybe because it's making headlines because it involves a mega pop star, Chappelle Roan, and an 11-year-old girl who just wanted to really see her. So it all went down in Brazil, according to soccer star Jorginho Freio. His wife and her 11-year-old daughter were eating breakfast when Chappelle Roan walked in and sat down at another table, right? Now, obviously, a little girl who's a big fan is going to freak out and do what they do. She got up, she walked past Chappelle's table, smiled, and looked to see if it was actually her, then quietly walked back to her seat. Now, that's very respectful for an 11-year-old. There was no autograph requests, no screaming, no TikTok dance, just a curious kid, okay? But suddenly, a security guard storms over, and according to her family, he angrily scolded the girl for supposedly bothering and disrespecting Chappelle Roan.
What?
Yes, this is why this is a beef. Now, the kid was reportedly so shaken, she started crying because, a 300-pound man is berating her.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, that's rough because nobody wants their core childhood memory to be the day a security guard yelled at me for liking pop music.
And rough for the dad. He's like, oh, God, I got to stand up to this guy now.
Stepdad. Yeah, because of course this is a soccer star. He's famous in his own right.
Yeah.
All right. Now the story started spreading online. Chappelle jumped in to clear things up. She said she never even noticed the girl. She wasn't bothered by anyone. She started basically doing like damage control.
Sure.
Right. She also apologized, saying the girl didn't deserve that treatment, which everyone could agree with. But so according to Chappelle, she had no idea this even happened. It was unbeknownst to her. Right. Now, naturally, the internet reacted in the calmest way possible. I'm just kidding. They started roasting her hardcore.
Oh, God.
Now, people are debating if the guard was being overprotective. Did she want just like celebrity drama clicks? Or is it just some random hotel security guard who decided to play Secret Service for breakfast, right?
I kind of thought that's what she was alluding at a story I read. Like, she's like, it wasn't even my guy.
And that's a possibility too,
Right.
right? And so in this situation, she could be painted as the bad guy when she's just sitting down trying to eat breakfast. She doesn't even know what's going on, right? Now, the reason why this story is getting blown out of proportion and is everywhere is because the kid has celebrity parents. Her mom is an actress, Catherine Harding, and her father, biological father that is Jude Law.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So the
You
formula.
ignored the wrong kid.
Exactly.
Oops.
Yeah, the formula you got is pop star drama with soccer star husband, Hollywood lineage, and breakfast security meltdown. That creates excellent clickbait.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is it a beef, though? You know, in this situation for the beef of the week, I think unfortunately, for the 11-year-old girl, she was accosted and she was a victim of this, but I think she was a victim of somebody overly doing their job.
Sure.
And in that right, then Chappelle Roan's a victim in this as well, because she's getting bad PR.
She's like, I was just trying to enjoy a Belgian waffle. I saw no child.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want from me?
I know.
I'm Chappelle Roan.
I got my sunglasses on. I'm ignoring everybody because I'm a pop star. Like, well, maybe you should look around. Know your surroundings.
Mad at me? Why?
Yeah. In a way, she should have, at least acknowledged her surroundings a little bit. Because if I'm sitting down on a patio when I eat breakfast, I'm aware of everything around me. If
I'm full Jason Bourne, baby.
Yeah. And if someone's getting berated, I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like
especially a
Eli.
child.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
dude. I'm like,
this.
oh, this is going to be good. This kid's going to cry. I'll bet you $1 this kid cries. Oh, she's crying. You owe me $1. So for ignoring this whole thing going on, I have to lean with the side of the 11-year-old child, especially since even though she was Hollywood royalty, so to speak, that she didn't bother Chappelle at all by eating. She just walked by to get a visual confirmation of what she thought was one of her favorite pop stars.
Very reasonable.
Very respectful.
Right.
In fact, actually, I wish more kids were like that.
Real.
But so in that situation, for
unless
the
it's be vegan, you want them to scream at you. Are you be vegan?
Oh yeah, I don't mind
There's
that. Yeah. I mean, I'm such a low level celebrity. I'll take any type of kudos possible. So for the beef of the week, I'm still aligning with the 11-year-old on this side. What do you say?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll give it to her.
There you go. All right, so beef of the week, Chappelle Roan versus the 11-year-old girl. The verdict is the 11-year-old girl was in the right. So let's hit the reset. When we come back, your first opportunity to win tickets for Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte, as we're giving those out all week long. But your first chance is we'll play a little game and give those out next. Beef Vegan Presents, so don't go away. No, this weekend we're giving away tickets for Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte.
I want to go to that.
I know you do, so you're gonna have to tune in to win.
I can't be.
I'll talk to someone. We should probably get you a little in on that, even though it's gonna be a super hot show.
I don't care.
I just want to share this comment real quick to add to your on the line right now, and I want to play a game. So let's meet them for beef. On line one, we have Michael. Good morning, Michael. Said beef never turns down a shot. I lied to you. Broad time. Morning, Robbie.
Yes. He does not. And
Good morning. How y'all doing?
So,
very good.
Like,
all right. So the name of the game
Like,
that we are
host,
playing today
like,
is the 5-second
rule.
rule.
You're trying to like make everybody sign waivers and like
no waivers. We don't need waivers. It's a very simple rule in the concept. I'm going to give you a question one at a time, and you must give me 3 correct answers within 5 seconds. If you do so, you get I won't be blackout drunk during the sign-up process. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game will be our winner. But sore loser rules are on the line, meaning that the Sorry. All right. So yeah, as for the end of the night, who's to say? We'll see. TBD. I know that's your concern. TBD. One thing is for certain: whenever beef games does go down, expect the unexpected, because we have lots of twists and surprises in store for you. It's going to be a unique, one of a kind experience, and that's going to go down at St. Philip's Plaza. TBD. Because I don't know. Yeah, we don't know. That's what we learned today. Congratulations, Utah Wildcats bear down. They move on to the Sweet 16. And then we double checked. If they move on past Arkansas and move on to the Elite 8, those games are just on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And then the Final Four, same thing, Saturday. And then the championship game will be on a Monday. None of that is a scheduling conflict for beef games moving forward. So tomorrow morning, we'll let you know exactly when beef games will take place if it does get postponed from this Thursday. And we kind of hope it does, because we don't want to impede on that screen at St. Philip's Plaza. But that will lead to our beef tip before we wrap things up. Like, you plan on everything, but the one thing that you mostly need to plan on is the unexpected. You never know what may pop up. The key to life is to stick and move and to roll with the punches. And no matter what the scenario is, try to make the best of whatever cards are given to you. That's what we're going to do. Right. And that's a beef tip that if you imply that into your life and expect the unexpected, then nothing will truly surprise you and you'll be fine. All right, so that's your beef tip. We'd like to thank everyone for checking out the show. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. And follow us on social media. We'll follow you back even, right? In a stalky, creepy way.
Watch all your stories.
Exactly. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
appreciate you guys.
And to all your grief.
Talk to you here soon.
But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Babuski.